Hey there, fans. It's been quite some time since I've done an action figure review. As a matter of fact, I think the last action figure review that I did was from Flame Toys, Hot Rod / Rodimus. And I know in previous videos I said I would do some reviews on the Prime version, or I think it's called ACT. Let's see who the company is. I believe it's called ACT Toys. Where I promised that I would do their version of Optimus Prime and RC and so on and so forth. But unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to do it, to be honest with you. And the reason is that it's the same action figure, minus maybe some metallic coloring to the paint job and some additional accessories. It's pretty much the exact same thing. So I didn't really feel like it would add value to do a review on those action figures, right? I know that they've done a number of other characters from the Prime toy line, right? They've done the Viacons, they've done Soundwave, they've done Megatron, just to name a few. And you know, again, aside from the paint job and maybe some additional accessories, that's pretty much been the only difference. Now, in this particular case, they're giving us a brand new action figure mold for Airachnid, and it's called Countess. So really, you know, from the moment that I saw it, I knew I was going to pick this one up, and I knew I was going to do a review. But as you can see here, pretty cool artwork on the box. Now, Countess, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and you know, get into this action figure and check her out inside and out. I'm really excited. I wish that they had done new molds for all of their figures, but I'll take what I can get. I think that this was a really good choice to start that process with. You know, maybe some other characters, hopefully they'll do that did not have a great mold and could have improved upon. For instance, in my opinion, Knockout was one of those action figures that I really think that it could use an upgrade. Skylinks, also from the Beast Hunters, that was another character that could use an upgrade. Hopefully we'll see some characters that we didn't get to see, like the Insecticons. But without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this baby open and see what's inside. All right, so here she is right out of the package, right in her foam covering. Looks pretty good so far. I can see there she's got her spider legs. And it looks like her helicopter propellers. So let's take her out and let's see what she actually looks like. I like the fact that she feels like an action figure, right? So let's start there. Yep, here go her legs from one side. Here go the legs on the other side. And then here's the propeller. But just looking at it right now without you know, digging too far into it, really nice. I'm so excited about this action figure. Really, I think that this action figure was definitely a good idea to redo, as we can see here. So yeah, let's play around. Let's put the accessories on and see how she looks. All right, we are back, and we have placed the legs, the spider legs, on the back of Countess, also known as Airachnid. And I've got to say, she's a pretty solid figure. The details on her are really, really nice. I really like the face sculpting here. If I recall correctly, off of the art of the Transformers Prime book, the artist said that he had mimicked the head sculpture off of the Disney character Maleficent, and you can really see that here in this particular action figure. Nice sculpting along the side, the body. I mean, she's got definitely the female physique. You know, solid legs. So when I first opened her up, these parts, the shin here, the part of the legs were loose, and it's because there's a actual clip inside, and so now I don't have that wobbly process or problem. Great quality so far. You know, nothing loose, nothing really that's pointing out at me that this would be a bad figure. Now, I do want to say that these legs are pretty cool. They have some articulation on them, so that's pretty neat. You can pose her up. She's actually got 9 legs instead of 8, right? You've got the 6 that go on each side, 3 on each side, right? And then you've got 3 more for the propellers, which I'm okay with that, because what it does is it just gives her some extra support when she's standing, right? So overall, pretty good action figure. No accessories on this figure other than the actual legs themselves, right? But I'm okay with that. I don't really need to worry about the accessories. She really didn't have any in the show. Maybe some blasters that could have come out of her, like a blaster effect maybe, but you can get that from like a third party, I guess. Maybe some webbing, but you can also take that off of like a Marvel Legends Spider-Man or something like that. So again, to me, it doesn't really take away from the action figure. I'm pretty stoked at the fact that we actually got a new mold, a new transformation, and one where you can replicate not only her helicopter mode, but you can also replicate her AKA spider form, if you will, right? So let's see how she compares with the other figures. All right, you guys, welcome back. And here we've got Arachnid next to RC. Again, this is from the APC Toys, right? RC, as you can see here, she's got a metallic look. Now, I will say that there's a difference there between the two figures, right? RC seems to have this metallic paint job to it. I don't know if it's coming across on the camera, but she seems to have some type of a metallic gloss to her. You could really tell on the shoulders when you stand her and pose her up. This figure, unfortunately, is a little bit on the flimsier side, unfortunately, and I don't see that same type of metallic coloring on the Night Countess. I see it more like a regular traditional action figure that you know, that we normally get, right? And as a matter of fact, we can see that difference here. I'm going to bring in APC's Optimus Prime version. I don't know what they're called. Oh, I think I'm going to knock some people down here. All right, so she stands. Actually, she stands pretty tall. She stands really good with RC, but maybe this Prime figure is a little too small. And again, this is based off of, if I'm not mistaken, the Prime First Edition. You can see here he's got his guns. Where you really see the metallic piece in this is more so in the grill. It's got this chrome type, and then you can even see a little bit of a reflection here. It's not this plastic. It looks metallic in the legs. In RC's case, her metallic parts are really where the motorcycle would be. You see it in the shin, you can see it in the shoulder area, you can see it in the forearm, you can see it in the chest plate, you can see it in the waist area, right? So wherever the motorcycle would be, that's where you kind of see that metallic painting, whereas Optimus Prime, again, very traditional as far as the look on him. Just a little bit of a metallic on the or silver, like a chromed out look on his legs, but definitely not where the exterior of the truck, I should say, is. Except for, again, when you look at, for instance, back here, you can see the grill, you can see that shine right off of the light right there, right? So I think if I compare this character, if I compare Airachnid here to RC, she fares really, really good. I think she's a really big when we compare it next to the Optimus Prime that they did over there. So not really sure how you guys want to pose them up on yourselves, but just wanted to give you guys the heads up. Now, I'm going to compare her against this other third-party action figure. I don't remember the freaking name to this character. I actually spent a lot of time looking for her. She might not stand well. I may have to hold her or knock everybody down. That's another option, right? Let's see here. She's not going to stand. Unfortunately, she's got these big backpacks. Let's see if we can get her to pose up against the wall or something. Okay, all right, we'll keep her there. And then we've got RC. So you could see here between these 3 action figures that I've got here, they line up pretty good. Actually, looks like Arachnid's just slightly taller than RC. Might be because her legs are a little bit bent here, but not that big of a difference, right? They're just about the same size. One's a helicopter, one's a motorcycle, so I'm actually okay with Airachnid being slightly bigger. But you could see here next to this character, and again, the name escapes me. I'm going to have to look her up and then maybe flash her name across the screen. Man, this is really annoying. You could see here that they pose up pretty nice next to each other as far as height comparison goes, and really nice. So the reason I bring in this character is because we're actually using this motorcycle spider, if you will, because she turns into some type of a spider motorcycle. We'll take these two ladies out for now, and let us take a look at how this character poses up against the REDRC. And I'm gonna put it right there. As you can see here, again, the height is really, really nice here as well. I really like how they're matching up size-wise. Again, very dull, opaque looking colors on the RED line. That's expected. That's just the way it is. It doesn't transform. You know, so there's a difference in appearance as far as the two go. But again, they're supposed to be, right? They're two different toy lines. But I really like the way they pose up. Really nice. Probably get some really good action poses going on between the two of them with some additional help. But yeah, what do you guys think? How do you guys like the way that looks? I think it looks really good in my personal opinion, but that's just me. I'm biased. I think everything in Prime looks good. All right, we'll check her out in vehicle mode. All right, and we are here with the, again, Night Countess, aka Airachnid, in her vehicle mode. I'm really impressed with this action figure. I really enjoy it. It looks so much better than the original. Obviously, it has a really unique transformation style. Not too difficult, but somewhat complex. Maybe it could be because the instructions are in some type of Asian language. I'm going to assume it's Chinese. So I just followed along with the pictures as best as I could. But really, really nice. You can see here, is it an exact replica to the show? Probably not, but darn is it close, and it's good enough. I'm not sure if I transformed it the right way. I seem to have a little bit of a gap here in the front. Doesn't close in all the way. Again, I probably didn't transform it the right way. But yeah, you can definitely see here, you know, she's got her tri-wing propeller, if you will, right? But solid action figure all the way around. Good detail. I like the colors. It's kind of like this. It's not exactly 100% black, but it looks 100% black. You could see like a hue of purple in here, depending on how the light hits it, right? It's really nice, actually. It's like a really dark midnight purple almost, but yeah, really sweet looking action figure. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I recommend you guys picking it up if you are a collector. If you want to update your shelf, this is definitely a toy that I would pick up. All right, and we are here with the third alt mode, if you will, which is basically her kind of like her spider mode, where she can carry herself with the legs. I mean, this feature alone makes it cooler than the original figure. But wow, really impressed. Really difficult to move her around like this, but to pose her up, because these legs they only go so far, right? They've got a good amount of articulation, but not perfect, not 100% perfect as far as the articulation goes to the legs. But I mean, for what we're getting for it, I like it. I gotta figure out a way how to keep these legs in certain poses so that way she kind of stands, because right now, based on this back leg, I can't bend it the way that I want to, and these legs pop off somewhat easily, right? But nonetheless, pretty cool if you figure it out, if you're able to, or if you get a stand, it'll look pretty cool in this particular Arachnid mode, if you will. All right, so let's talk about articulation. She's actually got a good amount of articulation. She's got a little bit of a shoulder joint here. where the shoulder can move back and forth just about that much. It's got an elbow joint right here, so she can bend her arms up and down. Her hands are pretty much stuck in one type of mode. Would have been cool to have some ability to change the hands, I think, and have either a fist, or maybe when she's, got her webs, her hands spread wide open to show that she's either using her energy blasters or webbing someone. There is a little bit of a midsection rotation right here, which is pretty good, right? You can get some good rotation there. You got your legs can rotate, kick forward and backward. You've got some knee bend there. Nothing on the ankle, but that's okay. So you can pose her up a pretty good deal. The head goes forward and backward almost all the way up, right? So when she's in her arachnid mode, right, she can look upward, and then she can look all the way down. See how easy these legs popped off there? I think this is the most frustrating thing with this figure, is how quickly these spider legs come off, right? So I think that is an annoyance for me. I've been messing around with her for a while as I'm doing this recording, and those legs have popped off a good amount of time. Overall, like I said, there's some articulation in the legs, which allow for bending, which is really good, but I just think they pop off way too easy compared to how everything else is so well put together. All the other hinges and places where things are supposed to go when the figure transforms, solid, they lock in right where they're supposed to, and I really like that. The only thing that doesn't lock in are these legs back here, which is a shame. I would have liked for that to have happened. Also, I think that I think that when the action figure, or when the character in the show, she transformed, these legs kind of hid behind her and were compact. It would have been nice to have some alternate way of doing that so that the legs aren't so visible. I think when we're talking about show accuracy, that might be the only setback. But again, there's only so much that you can expect, right? But some interchangeable legs that are more of a backpack would have been good. I mean, you could at the end of the day, you can take these legs off, and that should be enough. Maybe that backpack might not be that good, because then it'll cause the figure to tilt over. There's a number of things. We could go either which way. I personally like the figure the way it is. To be quite honest with you, I think I'm going to give the figure overall a 9. I'm only going to take away for the fact that the wings, the legs fall off so easily. And I think she could have used some additional accessories. But I think overall, I really like the action figure. I think this is, if you're a collector of Transformers Prime, this is a gotta have. I highly recommend this action figure. Definitely to complete or update your shelf. If you got your Prime figure still up, this is definitely one I would highly recommend. If you're replacing the old ones with the other ones that are coming out from APC Toys, you've got RC again. She's got her metallic look with her dual blasters, which look pretty cool. Again, not sure if you want to spend that much for that upgrade, but if you did, not bad. Looks great on the shelf, right? You can pose these two up to be fighting, and they will be in scale with one another, which is the really cool thing. Unfortunately, guys, I have my old Prime figures in a bin up at the top of the garage, and I don't really feel like going up there and getting it. So I don't have the original the original Airachnid to compare, but take my word for it, it's a huge update. Highly recommend it. Guys, go check it out. If you haven't placed a pre-order, go ahead and do so, or pick one up when it comes out of your favorite toy or online shop. Guys, until the next toy review that I do, I'm not sure when it'll be. Whenever a cool figure comes out that's worthy of a review, that's when it'll happen. Until the next time, guys, take care. Peace out.